What's up, guys? Back with me is here. We at Smallville, Season 5, Episode 18, Fragile. Okay, so this episode starts off at a home, and we see this little girl named Maven Hornet, and her foster mom is telling her to get to the table, and she just keeps raiding a tree or something, and yeah, and then she t- takes her book away or something, and then glass things start. So she's like, so she starts saying, oh, the glass from breaking, it's been you, and you need to go upstairs in your room. So she just hides, and she closes her eyes, and things start flickering, and things start flickering, and her and foster mom screams, and then her foster mom dies off screen. So then we see May, and she's in the Kent house, and they're like, and Martha, she knew May's foster mom, and she's like, May hasn't talked since her mom's when she was 3, and her mom died. So yeah, that's very traumatic for a small episode. Yeah. So Clark, so she hasn't talked. Clark's able to get her to warm up to him, and yeah. So then we get to Lex and Lana, and they're they're talking, but and they're caught, and when Chloe, they're they're talking about a bunch of stuff, and then Chloe catches them in a awkward moment. So Clark, he he tries to get this little girl Night to like talk. He learns that she likes dogs, and and then she finally speaks, and she's like, "What's up there?" And because she's Clark getting her used to him, and yeah, yeah. So she tells, she's like, and she's like, "Is this your girlfriend?" He's like, "Not." She looks at a picture of Lana, and she's like, "Is this your girlfriend?" And he's like, "Not anymore," because of a not so great episode. So yeah. So yeah, the episode that, as I said, the episode that Clark and Lana broke up is not that great of an episode for Lana shippers, but it's good for Smallville fans. But yeah, so yeah, so Lois is like, hey, Lois comes, and she just doesn't talk because she's getting to warm up to Clark, but Lois shows up. So yeah, and then she closes her eyes, and then glass breaks, and she just runs off, and she talks to Clark, saying that, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. This Maddie girl is like a 12-year-old girl. So yeah. And she's like, yeah. Ever since she was little, she has been since she was little. She's been able to like breaks control glass, and and yeah. And then and then Lois totally accuses her of being the person who did it, and Clark's trying to defend her, saying that no, she didn't do it. But Lois is like, whoa, Clark, I know you have soft spot, but come on, those things don't add up. And so yeah, so Lois hanging out when it's like social, like like agent, the security agents, the foster agency guy comes and he tries to take her, uh, but then another guy kills that guy and takes her. Yeah. So yeah, and we learn that the guy is actually her father who, and yeah, and she's like you killed that guy. Says to her father, Tyler McKnight, she killed that guy. She's like, you killed that guy. You also killed Naomi, her foster mom, and you even killed her actual mom. And the reason he killed her actual mom was because her actual mom, her actual mom, wouldn't let him see her. So wouldn't let him see her. So because yeah, and he also went to jail for stealing 7 diamonds, which he put into pain. So Clark goes. He talks to Maggie's grandma and and Tyler's mom, but the grandma, she didn't know she had a granddaughter. So yeah, and they talk about painting. Yeah, and he's like, "Where's the diamond?" And she's like, "The actual diamonds are in the painting." And then yeah, and then yeah, so yeah, so, so yeah, so then they defeat him, but yeah, so yeah, so what? So Chloe, she goes to Lex and and she's like, she's like, oh yeah, if you, I don't want to get hurt, because if you ever hurt my friend Lex, I'll be very mad at you. And Lex fires back with, how can you understand? You never had a boyfriend. And yeah, and she's like, I still want, and he's like, between you and I, Chloe, you never had a boyfriend. And Chloe just walks out. So yeah, and Lana later got a call from Lex about it. So and Lana confronts Chloe saying, Chloe, what are you doing snooping around my relationship?" And she's like, um, and she's like, ever since your break up with Clark, I didn't want you to get hurt. And she's like, this is about my love life. And and she's like, and she's like, something. So yeah, so she's like, I don't want you to snoop around my love life anymore, Chloe. So yeah, so yeah, so then that Dr. McNick guy, he kills another guy, and he attempts to take Maggie back with him, but then she attempts to hurt Clark, but then she uses her glass powers on him, and Clark tries to talk to her dad, saying, "Hey, you don't want to. If you kill him, you'll become just like him," and and yeah, Clark has the always good speeches to calm people down. And yeah, and he's like, you don't want to become him. So she drops all the glass, and yeah, and he gets arrested again. So so yeah, and also she she asks Clark about his father, and he's like, is your father like her father? And he's like maybe, and yeah, she also gets a happy end by getting put with Tyler's with her grandma. So yeah. So yeah, and Clark's like, and then Chloe, knowing what I said, she's like, and she's like, Clark, you need to move on from Lana. You don't need to mess with her love life. And he's like, Chloe, what's going on? She's like, nothing's going on. And and yeah, and also, and also, so yeah, and basically that wraps up this week's episode. That wraps up this episode. I really enjoyed this episode. I really liked the introduction of Maggie, even though she's a one-time character. I really enjoyed her. I really liked the actress that played her. She was very good playing a 12-year-old girl. I Yeah, her father was just messed up. He killed. The whole reason why her mom says because he killed her and because he because she didn't want to let, she didn't want, because her mom knew what a bad guy he was, so he didn't want to let his husband see her, and then he killed her, and then he also killed her foster mom, and he also killed another guy. So yeah, this guy was insane. Again, he just wants to see his daughter, but killing all these people, like killing the foster mom and then killing the other guy to see your daughter, is messed up, dude. I'm glad he got arrested. Lex and Lana. Also, Lex and Lana did kiss at the end of this episode, because I forgot to mention that it always happens where I watch the episode, then when I review it, I kind of forget a scene, and I have to. Yeah, they also kissed. They kissed, and Lana just walked away because she was so shocked that she kissed Lex, because she didn't want anything bad to happen between them. And yeah, yes. So yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, because have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next Smallville.